Aloha guys, and welcome to Recovery Wednesday. If you have any issues with your ankles, your knees, your hips, or your back, then you're gonna wanna see some of these exercises that are gonna help strengthen the muscles surrounding the joints and hopefully alleviate some of that pain that you're dealing with. Now today's session is gonna require some equipment, such as an elevated surface for movements like the eccentric single leg squat, the elevated pigeon, and also the split squat if you want to. Also a wall for the ankle stretch, a step for eccentric calf raises, and lastly, maybe some socks so that your heel slides nicely on the floor for eccentric glute bridges. Last note before we get started is that a number of these movements are quite advanced, so it's okay to regress them to something more simple. Split squat here. This is a very challenging movement, and there's a lot of force on the knee and the ankle, the hip joints. So by elevating the foot onto a surface like this, taking a lot of that pressure off some of those joints. So start with the regression and build up to the more advanced forms of these drills. Another one is the squat. Maybe you can drop down into the squat like this, no problem. But if this is a really challenging position for you to sustain, then slip a book or some magazines under your heels. And this is a much more comfortable position for people generally. Let's get started, guys, with our Recovery Wednesday workout. Follow my lead. We're doing back exercises in 2, 1, and feet about shoulder width apart. We're gonna go shoulder blades pulling back and down, butt back, arms back, behind you. Keep your lower back faced, lower down, chest down. Shoulder blades pulling together. Lift your hands up behind you even further. Pull your knees back into the body and feel that stretch in the hamstrings. And hold for 5, 3, 2, 1. Now keep your chest right where it is and raise your hands up, out in front of you, and up as high as you can get them, and hold for 10. Hands up even higher, hold for 5, 3, 2, 1. Both hands across your chest or one on the lower back. 10 good mornings right here. Just up. Feeling the squeeze of the glutes. 3, we're going for 10. And 10, butt back, hands back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Chest down nice and low, almost horizontal here. Hold for 5. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. 2, 1. Raise your hands up as high as you can get them. Hold for 10. Push your hands up even higher. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And lower down to the floor. Press through your arches. Press back through your heels and try to straighten out your legs as you reach your butt back and we get a big hamstring stretch. Your legs should start to tremble a little bit. You're getting a big stretch here. If you're super flexible, you may not feel this one. All right, and we'll bring it on up. Let's take a big step forward. Left foot, right foot way back. Go both hands up overhead. Now you want to feel, or you want your knees slightly behind the heel or the ankle, and the weight in that front heel. Both hands up overhead. We're going to lean out to the left side and pull back into extension. And now from here, we're going to rise up onto the back toes and lower down. There's 1. We're going 9 more. Feel all the motion coming from this back ankle. Trying to get deep into the right hip flexor. 6, 7, 8, 9, there it is. And last one, 10. Bring your arms down to your sides. You go shoulder blades pulling back and down. Arms back as you lower your chest forward. A nice brace back and hold for 10 right here. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Leaning forward, again, loading this left heel in the front. You want to feel the tension here. The hamstring, not on top of the quads, not as much. You want to feel right here. 3, 2, 1. Now reach forward. Further forward, really hinging far. hold. Now hands up as high as you can get them. Hold for 10. And 3, 2, 1. Both hands across your chest. 10 good mornings. Right here. Keeping that lower back. Or you can go one hand on the lower back. Thanks. 7, 8, 9, 10. Reach both hands out in front. Lower back brace. We'll do 10 rotations to the left. 1. 2 more. 9 and 10. And reach forward. Hold for 5, 3, 2, 1. And stand it on up. Woo, and shake it out. Yeah. Wow, okay. That's definitely loosening things up. Now we gotta do the other side. So right foot forward, left foot way back. Both hands up overhead. Pulling out to the right side, pull back into extension, and rise up on the back toes. And down, we'll do 9 more for a total of 10. Kind of feel the stretch in here. Seven, 8, 9, so you can lower deeper into that stretch. 10, hands your side, shoulder blades pulling back and down. Hands back as you lean forward. Hands up even higher, hold for 5. 3, 2, 1, reach your hands forward and reach further forward. Allow your chest to drop forward. Hold for 5. 2, 1, hands up as high as you can get them, hold for 10. 5 more seconds. 2, 1. And I like to go one hand across the chest, one on the lower back. 10 good mornings right here. All the motion coming from the right glute. Lower back brace the entire time. 8, 9, 10, and reach forward. And rotations to the right. And reach forward. Hold for 5, 3, 2, 1, and stand up. And shake it out. Whoa. I got some good sweat coming down. Oh, shake out the whole body. We're going wide with the legs. Follow my lead on this one. Go wide with the legs. Go hips back, as far as you get them. Shoulder blades pulling together, pull them down your spine, and arms back. Hips back, arms back. Dropping your chest nice and low. Hold for 5. Squeeze those shoulder blades. 2, 1. Now reach your hands directly out in front of you. Hips back further. Reach your hands further forward. And lift your hands up as high as you can get them. Hold for 10. And thumbs down. Lift them up even higher. Hold for 5. 3, 2, 1. Both hands across your chest or one on the lower back. 10 good mornings right here. Really feel the glutes creating the motion here. Lower back, brace, nice and tight. 6, 9, 10. Hips back, arms back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Hands up as high as you can get them. Hold for 10. Lower back should be screaming. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and reach your hands out. Oh. Try to straighten out your legs and reach your hips back. And take the left arm, reach it up to the sky. Feel the stretch creep up into your right inner thigh. And lower down, tap, and that right arm, or that left arm back up. We'll do 10 rotations, keep going. You can knock these out quick. 3, 4, we'll do 10 per side. 9, last one, 10, and we'll switch and on the other side. Feeling really good today. And 10. And bring it on up. One thing left to do, guys. We're gonna smash our forearms together and keep them glued together. Don't let them separate at all. Glued together, and then we're gonna press up. Let's do it. Do a set of 10. So let's go hips back, arms back. Far as you can get them. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Put your hands up as high as you get them. Go for 5. And 3, 2, 1, smash your forearms together. 10 reps here, pressing up. Ready, and go. 1, 2, butt back further. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hips back, arms back. Over 3, 2, 1, hands up as high as you get them. Hold for 5, and 3, 1. Press your forearms here. The last set here. Ready, and go. Set of 10. 1, 2, 5. Lower back screaming. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're done. The body's trembling. Oh, shake it out. Wow. Okay, you can kind of move the hips around where it feels good. Woo. I'm sweating. Fun after that one. Okay, we're gonna do the knees. The knee sequence next, where you drop down into a squat. Now, if this is really tough to maintain, you can slip the books under your heels, prop them up. That should make it quite a bit easier. Just hang out. Woo, look at that sweat. That's what I'm talking about. Not bad for recovery day. Shift your hips from side to side. You try to settle in and get comfortable. Ooh, I can feel my lower back. Just got a really good workout, and now it's getting some lengthening. Hips drop nice and low. Settle in, relax. Gently shift from side to side. Now we're gonna do a ragdoll next. We go butt up into the sky. And we allow our chest and head to hang heavy. And I like to grab the elbows. Just gently sway from side to side. Shake out the head. Whatever feels good to you. Spend a minute total here.
No quiero más, ya no hay nada que me falta, ya démosle nadie se muere, y menos las mujeres, porque que no quiero más, ya no hay nada que me falta, ya démosle nadie se muere, y menos las mujeres, La vida muy cara para esperar, que alguien te la resuelva.
And standing on up. hips forward and send them around. Oh, sweating up storm over here. And reverse it.
Dicen que tú no eres nada, pero te aman si te usan. Le doy lo que ellos dan. No me van a engañar.
All right, seiza squats
No quiero más.
are up next, but we can get prepared for them. Where you drop down into the bottom of your squat. Use your hands for support if you need them. You push your knees forward, and you want a nice slow transition here. Slow. And then you squeeze your glutes. Allow your feet to fold flat. Sit down onto your feet. You can lean back as much as you want here. Little ankle stretch. Use the glutes, come on up. Roll your toes under, and then smooth transition. Woo. Back into the bottom of your squat. And go again. Use your hands for support. If you need it. Pero bebé, yo del amor lo perdí mucho interés. Pero la coge pasión a darme mucho amor. Quien me quiere como yo, pues no lo sé corazón. Dicen que tú no eres nada, pero te aman si te usan. Le doy lo que ellos dan. No me van a engañar. No quiero más, ya no hay nada que me falta. Oh man, love those. Okay, eccentric single leg squats. Means 3-second descent. We'll start on the left leg. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. You can use both legs to come on up. Come on. And repeat. 1 1000, 2 1000. Or you can drive straight up on the one leg. Totally up to you. We're focusing on this downward portion. Really good for strengthening our knees, strengthening our ankles, and keep this left heel on the ground. Lower to, and the right size target for you. You want to be able to control the motion all the way down to the target. Definitely not flopping down. Push that knee forward. Bring that heel down. 3-second descent. Ooh, those got tough towards the end. Okay, we'll go other side. Right foot. Pushing the knee forward. Keep the weight in your right heel. Down. You can stand up with both legs or drive off the one leg. Up to you. And the health of your knees. Ideally, we want to keep lowering the target, lower and lower and lower until we can drop all the way down. What are you doing? All the way down the bottom of our single leg squat. That's the goal, the end goal. Control this one. It may take longer than 3 seconds to do that full range. Maybe we can do 5. Whew. Okay, and now split squat with the left leg. Like, prop your leg up on an elevated surface to make it a little easier. You can drive the hips forward. And there are 3 different ways you can do it. One is you rock in, allow the heel to gently lift up. You drive back, come on up. Second way to do it. Lean in the same way. Push forward, rock until this heel lifts up, and you rock back until it lowers down. Then you push forward, kind of pulse into it. I like this one a lot. The third method is you just push into this, hold the static position, that heel slightly lifted off the ground. If you want more intensity, we should be building up to this. Thighs covering the calf, heel slightly elevated. Getting big stretch in the hip flexor too. All right, and we'll switch to the other side. Really take care of yourself here, guys. Use the elevated surface if you need it. And play around with these. I'm gonna do a few of these pulses. Rock in, rock out. Up out of it. You'll be able to do all three of these things. Great stretch for the Achilles, the ankle, the knee, hip flexor on the other side. You need to be in pretty good health to do this one on the ground, so use an elevated surface if you need it. Woo! Oh yeah, eccentric glute bridges. Oh, don't have my socks today. That's okay. All right, so you drive up, extend the legs, straighten them, and then lower the butt to the floor and reset. I can do this with one leg at a time. You can get 5 on one leg, and then 5 on the other. Here's my 5th one. I got some good sweat to use to slip and slide. Now 5 on the other leg for me. Oh, very slippery. Oh, there's the 5th one. Okay. Whew. Now that one's great for strengthening the hamstrings. We did a lot for the quads. We gotta even things out by hitting the hamstrings. Now let's take it over to the wall. We're gonna hit the ankles next. Steep angle of the foot. You pull or drive your hips in. You feel the stretch high up in the calf. Shift your hips side to side. Push those hips in toward the wall. Feel a big stretch. I want you to keep leaning into it as much as you can handle. All right, now you're gonna step back with your back leg, lower down, drive the knee in. You should feel this shift from the tension in the upper calf to the lower calf and the Achilles. Push your knee in. Drive that knee in as much as you can. You can shift the knee from side to side, getting different angles of the stretch in the ankle, the Achilles. Keep pushing in hard. Hard. As much as you can withstand. And gently take the pressure off. Roll out the ankle. And the other side, it's my bad side. Steep angle of the foot. Pull the hips in. The stretch in the upper calf. It's this next one when we drop down low that I really feel it. And now we'll drop down low, drive the knee in. I can feel it already, some pain, some scar tissue in here. I've rolled this ankle plenty of times. You can rock the knee from side to side and keep driving in, create that tension, create that change. Let that tension grow in the Achilles, really stretch it. Gently take the tension off. Whew. Okay. Now find a step. We'll elevate up on the left foot. We'll lower over 3 seconds. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000 through the floor. Raise back up. You can use both feet to come up if you like. And repeat. 3 1,000. You can also slow these down. You can be 5-second descents. A slow lowering. That's what we're going for. I should stay on the 1 foot. Elevate up. Half raise. Control the descent. And the other side. Whew. My problem ankle. Put it to work. 2, 1. Second descent. Drive up. It definitely helps to hold on to something for balance. Seconds left. Oh yeah, okay. Next up we got squat hold. Coming back to this move. Not just great for the knees. Great for the ankles as well. The way you can get more of a stretch in the ankles is to lean forward, allow your heels to just barely pick up off the floor. Put weight into your arms if you need to, or if you like, and just shift your weight from side to side. If you lift your heels up too much, you won't feel it as much in the ankles, so get them to hover just off the floor. And feel out where you feel this stretch the most. Really trying to target the ankles for this particular squat hold. Oh yeah, there it is. Ooh, okay. Now the split squat. Put the left leg forward, right leg back. Same one we just did. Pushing forward, allowing this back heel to lift up off the floor. And just holding this position is great. Use the elevated surface if you need it, guys. Now this can be really strenuous on the joints. Gonna have to build up to this one. And you can pulse into it. Grab all the way up. Mix it up here. That felt great to finish with a longer hold. And we'll do the other side. My bad side. I'll do a few where push and lean into it. And drive up. I'll get a few pulses in here. Rocking. into that ankle stretch. We are target that ankle. This ankle needs a little more TLC, so I'm taking it easy, not a super long hold. It might be a little too strenuous. Do what's right for your body.
I belong to you. I belong to you. Do just what you want. You're the one I trust.
Okay, now we're moving on to the hips. The hip sequence. Now we're gonna do elevated pigeons with the left leg. So here's the elevated, or you can do it on the ground as well. Trying to get the shin perfectly perpendicular to where we're facing. And you can sit up tall. Experiment with this back leg and where you place it. Trying to get this shin perpendicular to our line of sight. Sit up tall. Squeeze this back glute, or your right glute. Push you deeper into this stretch. You can fold forward into sleeping pigeon, whatever feels good. The last 30 seconds, I'm gonna lower it down. Put this pigeon to bed. Try to relax into it. Bring it on up. Take out the left leg real quick. Same thing on the right side. I like to start out sitting more upright. Emperor pigeon. Again, if you squeeze that left glute, it'll push your hips deeper into the stretch. Feeling that left hip flexor. If you like, you can fold it down and put this pigeon to bed. Ooh, yes. Shake out that leg. Now we're going left leg forward, right leg back. We'll do our foundation training, hip flexor stretch. Reach up overhead, lean out to the side, and back into extension, and side and extension. And we're hunting around for this hip flexor stretch on the right side. Stay right here if you want, or you can do those ankle raises where we rise up onto the back toes and lower down. Trying to get into that right hip flexor still. Play around with your torso position, play around with that back ankle, elevating up onto the toes and lowering down. Found it. Woo, that is a good stretch. Now right leg forward, left leg back. Going out to the right side this time. Back into extension. Side extension. Get a few reps in here. Moving between these two positions. Now when you're ready, Want to start bringing in those ankle raises and make that happen. Alright guys, last thing we're gonna do is stretch out the chest, and this is one of my favorite stretches. I do it every single day. Let's go find a doorway. Alright guys, now place your forearms against the door frame and lean forward. I like to do elbows directly outside the shoulders. Lean into the stretch. Walk your feet back further or further forward to either intensify or unintensify the stretch. Try to keep your forearms flush against the door frame. Those elbows down, they like to lift up, keep them down. Now I like to rock head side to side, working out any tension in the neck, in the traps. And once I got a few cracks out, then I just return to this passive stretch. I try to relax into it and not fight. To intensify the stretch once again is you can squeeze your glutes and crunch your abs nice and tight, and then try to relax the shoulders and chest into the stretch. Oftentimes if our hips droop, we won't feel that stretch as much. So when you squeeze the glutes, tighten the abs, we're more rigid, our body's more in the single plane, hips aren't drooping, and then we'll feel that stretch more. About 42 more seconds. Woo, there's a neck crack. Oh, that felt so good. All right, I'll make sure I'm in frame this time. Guys, hope you enjoyed this recovery session with the back exercises today. I want to say patrons, subs, thank you guys so much for your continued support. Hope you guys are digging not just these recovery sessions, but the whole workout plan in general. And I'd like to tell you guys that this is the workout program where I'm choosing all the things that I want to do. But I want to encourage you guys to do all the workouts that you want to do. Maybe that's twice a week you do my workouts, and then you find some other cool things that you enjoy doing as well. Maybe you're going for runs, or you like surfing, or whatever hobbies you have, and incorporating that into a package fits what you want to do. Well, thank you guys. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And tomorrow, we've got excellent and very unique workout for Thursday. So I hope to see you guys there. Aloha.